So you turn on the TV excited to watch Olympic curling. But after a while you say, wait a minute, this curling looks different. That's because it is, kind of. It's mixed doubles curling, introduced at the Olympic Games in 2018. It's a little complicated, but we can explain. We're USA Curling, and we're here to help. The scoring in mixed doubles is the same as traditional curling. When an end is finished, teams want to have their stones closer to the center of the house or rings than their opponent. Players deliver the stone just like they would in four-person curling. There's sweeping, and there's still plenty of yelling. First, teams have two players instead of four, one female athlete and one male athlete, which shouldn't be hard to remember since it's called mixed doubles. Each end starts with two stones already positioned in play. The team with last rock, that's the hammer, has one of their stones placed at the back of the 4-foot ring in the house, while the team without last rock has a stone placed in front of the house on the center line. No stone in play, including the stones placed in position at the start of the end, can be removed from play prior to the delivery of the fourth stone of an end. Impress your friends by saying, yeah, you can't make a takeout until the fourth delivered rock of the end. Every end starts with the same setup, except when the team with last rock elects to use their power play. When they do, one stone is positioned in the rings, and the other stone is placed in front of the house to the side of the center line, a corner guard. When you see it, sound like a pro by announcing, look at that! There's a corner guard, so the team with hammer must be using their power play. Instead of 8, teams throw 5 rocks each end in mixed doubles. One player delivers the first and 5th rocks of the end, and the other player throws the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th stones of each end. Teams are allowed to switch this up throughout a game, but you'll see most stick with the same order. The teammate not throwing will either stand in the house holding a brush for a target, like in traditional curling, or start beside the thrower during the delivery of the stone. Most often, that's what you'll see, the brusher at the same end as the thrower, ready to sweep. Throwers can also jump up and sweep the stone they just delivered. In the 4-person version of curling at the Olympics, games are 10 ends, but mixed doubles contests are 8 ends. An entire game takes less time to complete, fewer delivered stones each end, and fewer ends overall. You could call the pace of play brisk. There are lots of rocks in play in mixed doubles and usually lots of scoring. When a team is behind, say, they may be down, but it's hard to protect a lead in mixed doubles. Then when a team comes back and scores a lot of points in one end, you're the pro in the room. The athletes at the Olympic Games have spent years training for this moment, and pros know that winning at curling's highest levels is really hard. They also know that curling of any kind is a ton of fun. So go to find a curling club near me at usacurling.org and discover a place to play in your area. You might not make the next Olympics, but you'll probably become sort of obsessed with the sport once you try it. Sign up for a Learn to Curl. Get out on the ice and try sliding and yelling at your friends and trying to make the shots you saw on TV. Before long, you'll be watching curling like a pro and playing it sort of like one. There's more than 6 feet of curl on the ice and former mixed double champions on it. From Wisconsin and Bob Suter's Capital Ice Arena, it's day 2, draw 7 of the 2022 USA Curling Mixed Doubles National Championship. I'm Dean Gemmel alongside Joe Calabrese. And Joe, if you were to pick a favorite in this field, a lot of people would go with the team of Sarah Anderson and Corey Dropkin. But Christine McMakin and Riley Fenson, their opponents this afternoon, certainly have the ability to match them shot for shot. What are you expecting to see in this one?
Well, this is an A-division matchup, and I expect to be a really good one. Riley Fenson and Christine McMakin can match Sarah Anderson and Corey Dropkin shot for shot. Both accomplished junior curlers who have sort of graduated into the adult game. And, they just have great ability. But you know what? You cannot count out Dropkin and Anderson.
Yeah, Dropkin and Anderson certainly part of the crop of young players in the United States. Both of them finishing runner-up, the painful runner-up in the USA Curling Olympic Team Trials back in Omaha. Dropkin skipping his team and losing the best 2 of 3 to John Schuster, and Corey Christensen's team with Sarah Anderson at third, losing their 2 of 3 final series to Tabitha Peterson. But it's certainly Fenson and McMakin have the game to match them. So I'm quite sure that Corey and Sarah are not taking this game lightly.
You know, McMakin and Fenson entered this event the 10 seed, is voted on by their peers. That feels a little bit maybe low to me. I think they're probably maybe top 7, 8 in the field like this.
That can sometimes light a fire under you when you see the peer seeding of yourself a little lower than you expected. Seemed to happen to me a lot. But, McMakin has won 2 junior titles, one with Anne-Marie Duberstein playing third, and she was a 5th for Corey Christensen. Sarah Anderson, Corey Dropkin. Not only did they win junior titles, but they are the 2018 mixed doubles national champions. So they've won this before.
McMakin and Fenson, they're going to be playing the Yellowstones. They earned the hammer through 2 beautiful draws of the 4-foot in the last shot draw challenge.
This is Sarah Anderson getting things started here.
Mine's good.
With her opening draw, trying to lock one in there.
Good sweep, Corey.
Certainly a good spot.
Good sweep.
Biting the button behind the guard.
Okay, I like it.
It'll be interesting to contrast this game with what we saw at 12:30 when both teams seemed to over-curl a lot on shots. I think we'll see more positive releases and maybe less of that in this game. Christine McMakin with her first.
Line's good. Wait only.
McMakin and Fenson have 2 wins so far. They're 2-0. Dropkin and Anderson had a bye, so they're 1-0 in this triple knockout format.
All right.
Christine McMakin, the nice shot to get her game underway.
Yeah, nice way to start, push that redstone back behind the tee line.
Dropkin settles in for his first. He'll throw 2, 3, and 4. His partner, Sarah Anderson, will throw the first rock and the 5th rock of each end. Mixed doubles curling, each team throws 5. 2 rocks are placed in play at the start of the end. Teams can switch the positions they throw in, but rarely do.
You cannot remove a stone from anywhere on the sheet until 3 stones have been played.
Dropkin working this stone hard. Now he's trying to warp it over a bit. It's close. And that's a good result.
You know, mixed doubles really takes advantage of Corey's athleticism.
Yeah, Corey, one of the fitter players in the game, works hard at fitness. That's going to be helpful in this format. When you're up and down the ice a lot, chasing your own stones.
Take a little tighter. Okay, here too. Yep.
That said, it does require fitness, but it's a shorter game, so I'm not sure what's more demanding, actually. Front end and traditional curling, where you're sweeping 6 per game, per end, I mean, or this.
Yep. There's a pace to mixed doubles. It's definitely different.
Back 4!
Christine McMakin thinks this one's back 4.
Straight!
Riley wants her to hold the line now. Just by the guard,
by.
just by.
Red. Roll it, roll it.
Gonna move the red.
That's pretty good, Ryan.
Interesting angles now.
We need to tap this to mess up the angle they have on this. Just bump this. Back 4.
Just maintained enough of an angle where the double's pretty hard there.
Corey Dropkin grew up curling at the Broomstones Curling Club in Wayland, Massachusetts. A lot of good junior players out of there. They have over 90 kids in their junior program right now under Scott Price. Sarah Anderson grew up playing in Philadelphia, so they grew up curling juniors in the same area.
Okay, whoa. Wait if you can.
Corey thinks this is back 8. Back 12 now. He wants to rearrange these angles.
Yep. Yes, 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 yes.
Go on that. That's fine.
She does.
Chance maybe to tap up that yellow? Or you need to remove something here, Dean? What do you
Yeah, I
think?
like
What
that.
Riley thinks.
Okay. Like it with
that,
a
or do you
little
like
lower weight and let me sweep it.
Okay, it's either that or this.
Whatever you like better. I think that these 2 rocks are in a pretty good spot right now. So.
Right. It's either this with like a control or normal.
Okay.
I think it's that.
Okay. I think play it tighter, and if you get the guard, that's
Yeah,
okay.
if we get the guard, it's fine.
Okay.
So he's entertained both shots here, Joe, the one you described, the tap, and it looks like he's going to try a control weight double. He thinks he can squeeze the rock he's going to hit through that hole between the yellows, certainly there. They don't like that rock, that red rock where it is. They think even if they make the tap, it's easy for Dropkin and Anderson to use.
I
Easy
think
normal.
the important thing here is to keep his shooter pretty much right where he hits it.
Yep. Like it.
Riley Fenson. Quite certain I'll call him Eric at least once during this game because his delivery is so similar to that of his father's. Father. And there it is.
Nice. Good throw,
Doesn't
Ryan.
make contact with everything he does. They do lie 1 now. McMakin, Fenson.
Left a little bit of a hole there for Anderson and Dropkin.
I like that too. You're throwing it, so whatever you want.
Is that the best way to play mixed doubles? If you're throwing it, you get to throw what you want.
This?
It's probably not a bad approach, to be honest, as opposed to I don't really like this shot, and you're going to have to play it anyways.
Without the traditional like skip roll, I wonder how these things get decided sometimes.
Seems like Corey's mic might be off. We'll see if
No,
we can
it's a
fix
bit
that
more.
later. Dropkin with his last of this first end. His partner Sarah Anderson will have 1 more after this. In turn draw.
Okay.
Hasn't laid a brush to it yet. Now he's starting to work on it.
Good.
Line looks
straight.
pretty good. Now can they get it by?
Always straight.
Always straight, Sarah Anderson says.
Oh, is it going through the hole?
Wow, he ends up his second shot. Sort of amazing to get through there, but the way this ice curls, it's certainly possible.
They could play there. I want second.
Like here.
I think it's got to be here. I think if we over curl,
No, I like
she's getting.
roll this so it'll just jam here. Just make sure you're fully buried.
Right. Even if I'm want to really be though.
He was taken here.
Yeah.
Riley Fenson throws with the old
That Ryan.
8-ender horsehair head, so he can't jump up and sweep stones with that.
She played rock, so
Yep.
she's got to make it. All right, just top 4.
Yep.
Try not to bounce out.
I had a 14-1 on Corey's, so
Okay.
closer to a
We'll take
14-5.
plenty of line. Take where I was taking for draw shot.
Okay.
Riley Fenson, his last shot, opening end. He raised
I thought you
heel, almost
dropped
tough
it.
delivery.
Nope. It's good. Oh, you look. Take a look.
Back four. Back four. Top
No.
four.
Really close.
It's somewhere between back four and top four, Joe.
Straight.
It's about what they want.
Straight.
More the top four than the back four.
Straight.
Hold. Coming up
Straight.
quick.
You got a beauty. Go. Go, 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 go.
Can Christine
Go,
McMakin
roll,
drag
roll,
it far
go.
enough?
They just clipped it.
Okay.
Just clipped it, but it's in a dangerous spot.
Do they have this for multiples, right?
Yeah, my first thought was playing this, because this will tick this and probably back here.
Push that in.
Yeah. The angle this, then it'll tick this, and if that's the case, it probably goes back here.
What kind of weight?
Everyone's got to sort of make it.
Well, I mean,
The other option is just sitting over here.
but then I just feel like they play this all day.
What do they play?
This.
Yeah.
So I think in here.
I like this. I like this with like 5 weight.
Not that much. Oh, okay.
Well, want to make sure we hit this on the outside.
Yeah. Not here.
So operating on the principle that second shot
I mean, even if we hit
or
it just a little
shot
off, no,
would be the
not
best
bad, right?
guard. They're going to try to angle yellow onto red,
Yeah.
pop their redstone, ideally right onto the, to bite the button.
Yeah, it
And you like
sounded
that
like
side
they
of
were going to try to come off of the stone here and try to roll in.
Okay.
I thought they might be going
No,
yellow-red.
9.5's fine.
Yeah, yellow into red,
Yes.
then
Might
have that
edge of
red
8.
sort of back
Probably
spill
need
in.
to hit about a thin half of the yellow. Tricky thing with this is trying to figure out the right weight. A lot of energy comes off when you're hitting half a rock.
Pretty creative solution here to a problem.
Sarah Anderson, in turn, angle tap.
Close. Close. Whoa!
She's throwing it at least border control because she can put it right into the pocket. Will she get it though? Will she touch the Yellowstone? There it is.
Just like that.
And as they drew it up, they'll lie one.
Yeah, it did.
Now what's available for Fenson and McMakin?
And are we second?
Yeah, that is.
Really? I don't think it can go bad. Throwing this in. I mean, because even if you hit this one, I think really
I think Riley might be right here.
it's almost better to get this one.
Okay, yeah,
And
I
you
see
can
that
pick
too.
it for 2.
I see
I think
that.
you play for that one if you're a little side, we catch the 1 and it goes in. Otherwise,
Okay.
you get 1.
Okay,
She can see a
always playing it.
sliver of this
Sit block.
Yellowstone.
okay. How much
You
weight do
got
you like?
this and this. You don't want to hit.
Yeah, how much weight do you like?
How much do you want to throw? Anywhere from normal to firm.
You want to throw firm?
Okay, I like it.
So we can see the sliver of the rock there that she's trying to hit. The thinking is that if they make this, they get 2. If they don't make it, they'll only
Like this ice?
give up 1.
Yep.
So it's about an 1/8 rock peel. And a 1/4 rock won't do it. Dean
Big
McMakin
shot.
settles in. Last shot, first end. Facing the steal.
Well, close. Well.
Got some curling to do
Close.
Anything?
You got the back one.
to almost miss it. And there it is.
Ooh. I think it's still a steal of 1, but it's close.
Awfully close.
1 yellow.
Oh.
Throw a stick.
He tried.
Riley was quick to claim 1 yellow. An old school move that's not going to work against Corey Dropkin.
Okay, Corey, you don't have to say that, bud.
I didn't.
We'll throw a
I think we're going to measure.
I didn't hear what Corey said, but I wish I had.
good.
So
I
we'll
think
have the
we're
official
playing the
come
top
out with
one, catch the
a
back.
to measure these stones.
That's probably not all that accurate. I'm going to undo that one.
That looks wildly
It
inaccurate,
does.
Joe.
I think it is wildly inaccurate.
Sarah Anderson going to take a peek over it.
If, well, that's
find
where
the
it's playing
closest
wide. 'Cause
spot.
If you catch either the back one, the most they're getting is
think
1. If
it's
you catch the
red.
top one, you could give up 2. So
Yeah, but the
I think it is red, but it's interesting how we all come over and look at them. And really, the only thing that can happen at this point is
Yeah.
bad. You can stumble and fall and give up 1 that way. But we all take a look.
Some official comes out, measurement tool. These officials are trained well. They keep their heads out of the way. This one just beyond 2.
Making his way around, and my.
Just beyond 2. I
think they might have another look at that.
Yeah.
Nope. None of the players were there to monitor it, I guess, but they're going to have another look. No,
they just trust them.
Wow,
that's
a
steal of 1 there for Anderson Dropkin here in the first end.
It was very close. I think they got it right, but boy, I might have stuck my head over that. At the end of the first end, though, we are. That means it's 1-0 Anderson Dropkin over McMakin Fenson. We're back. Second end. Anderson Dropkin up 1-0. A steal by a millimeter. And Sarah Anderson will start things off.
The last end, Sarah started out with a really great draw right to
Line's
the
good.
McMakin Fence and Stone in the back 4-foot. See if she can duplicate that.
The
Okay.
first 4 shots in the last
Line's
end
good.
were all quality.
Starting to curl
As you
now.
might expect in this A-side,
Starting to
A-bracket
curl hard
game.
now.
Triple knockout format at this year's Mixed Doubles Nationals. Love a triple knockout. Every game
You can
matters.
curl it in, yep. Right to it, Core. Good sweep.
Now lock it
Good
right
sweep.
on there. And there's Sarah with the freeze right on the back one.
Dead throw.
It's hard to generate a lot of offense when that first rock is put there.
Well, there is enough swing in this ice that you can't unlock it, though.
Always.
Christine McMakin with her first. Riley Fenson has the brush down.
You got it. One.
Trying to keep
Inside
it
of that
moving.
line.
Over
Gotta
curling,
keep
over
it
curling,
moving.
over curling.
That's going to over curl.
Yep.
He wants to get it, would like to get it right out the other side at this point.
Whoa.
Center line.
Can't remove that stone, so Anderson Dropkin just going to try to come around.
Corey entertaining the idea of a hit and roll, but they'll stick with Sarah's original call, Sarah Anderson's original call, and play the straight come around. Corey likes his own weight.
Looks
Looks like a little more.
It's a little
14.
more than ideal. Now they probably just need to come to their own.
and good.
Curls over just a bit.
Real nice.
It's a good result.
Put it. It. Down.
So 3 rocks have been
Mark,
thrown.
You
And
got here and
Riley Fenson can remove stones now.
I'm now with trying.
Christine McMakin has a choppy mic. We'll do our best with that.
So thinking about bailing early here.
I like hitting here something. I like hitting something here because
Yep.
nothing in there is looking very good at the moment. See what Riley wants to play. He's not going to hit. Bringing another stone in.
Okay, we're just top 4.
Fine.
Top
this
4,
is a setup
Christine
shot.
Macon goes to work on it.
Take a look.
They might be thinking they could have
Tapping just a little bit.
a weigh-in with yellow stones from both sides.
We're not tapping.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
That
I throw it.
doesn't do a whole lot to advance their cause. Now Corey is going to take on this bump and roll. He says it's really good if they make it, and I tend to agree.
Okay.
Rock on the way here, looking to bump and roll.
Dropkin trying to
Come on, stay on it.
Trying to just move this back and roll a little bit. Doesn't want to roll too far. Wow.
Oh, beauty
Good
right
shot.
there.
That's really good.
We just up. You.
Yeah.
Now,
Out.
here's why I like this shot on the last one, Joe.
Well, you don't expect them to come up 6 feet short either, so gonna have to bail here.
It would have been difficult even on the last shot, though, to be better than third shot. So Riley Fenson playing the run back. Bit of pace on this. It's got to curl up just a fraction.
Okay, Ryan. That's good, bud.
Cleaned up the front.
Does get rid of the rocks in front, but doesn't get the action you would have liked to have had on the rocks clustered around the button that belonged to the Dropkin and Anderson.
Right on this side of center.
There, Anderson plays third for Corey Christensen, but skipped a lot in her junior days. And they're going with the approach of some teams where chasing their rocks, have the male player chase their rocks, except on certain shots.
Early if you can, Core. Go straight. Okay. Okay, line's good. Line's good. It needs to sit.
It's got some curling to do and some sitting to do. Doesn't want this too tight. He doesn't want it to over curl. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
What do you like here?
it's a good line call there.
The center guard, or I try and clip this,
They're
but
begging it to stop.
they're only
Let's
getting rid
see
of
what
one. If we
Riley
throw
wants
this,
to do.
I think you put that again.
I think it's only get. You might be able to score. Okay.
We have the corner to run back to.
Yeah, I like the out again.
Okay.
It's just got to go a little bit. So.
Yep. This is similar to what I just gave you. I thought you were just a little full on your last one.
Yep.
As Riley indicated, it will be tough to get rid of two reds, but it could at least maybe move them out of that button area. Going to lose one of their own yellows if they get contact with the rocks around the button. Riley Fenson, another big weight shot. Going to watch and hope.
Curl. Curl.
Begging it to curl just a bit.
Curl.
Close.
There's the action in the middle. And
That's good.
does get rid of,
Gave me
sort of. I don't know how good that is, to be honest, Joe. He
Well,
threw it well.
Yeah, he threw it well. He made contact, but Dropkin and Anderson still sitting 4.
I mean,
Hitting 4 and 2 are welded.
Yep.
See what they think.
I like that. Totally. Yeah.
I'm not sure what's available on the outturn side. There it is.
Doesn't seem to be. They don't seem to be that concerned about this. I think they're trying to bump their own back a couple inches.
Yeah, I think the way the ice curls, maybe they probably, it would be tough to get to the face of that back red and count one. I think they're going to try to make this even a little better.
can really put the screws to McMakin and Fenson with a good one here.
Sarah Anderson, her last shot of this second end. She and teammate Corey Dropkin are up 1-0.
Straight. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, close. Close. Yep. Straight, straight.
Now sweeping it for
Straight
line, trying to
forward.
hold
You
it
got
straight.
it. Stay straight.
Trying to hold it straight. Tapping it just a bit.
Yeah.
Still sitting 4.
Bump this.
They're going to
roll
have
just
to
a hair.
make that
Second.
out turn.
You make the,
If you like,
either a force.
if you like edge of 8, do you think that's close? So that's like 6 inches less than draw path, and I probably have to throw back 8.
Okay, you're just to it.
I think this is in the way of the draw path, just throwing T-line.
Well, you can throw a little more then.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
So Christine
wouldn't throw any
McMakin
more than
shares
back
my
eight.
concern that the yellow corner guard makes it tough to get to the center with straight draw weight. So she's looking to, with T-line weight, she's looking to throw back 8 to get to the face of that red one and hopefully score 1.
All right, make it.
Doesn't look great from the hack, does it, Joe?
No, in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you threw it back 12. A little bit harder.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like
As
it.
long as
That
it's
gate
just
might
back eight,
crash
I think
still.
that's good.
So facing 4,
Hit a little high on that back right second.
Christine McMakin, last shot, second end, already close to game on the line here.
Yeah,
Even in mixed doubles,
Back
don't want to
low.
give up
Back
4
low.
here.
incredibly important shot here by McMakin.
Rock on the way.
Oh,
It's gonna curl.
yes!
Now it's starting
Lots
to go.
of weight.
Yes!
That sounds concerning.
Hard!
Can she get it by that red? They got to paper the red, that's for sure.
Hard, Ryan! Go, go, go!
Oh, it was almost perfect.
But it will be just 2, I think.
So, I don't know.
Try.
They're going to have a
They're
look
looking
at it
at
to
it.
see if it's 2 or 3. It's 2 for sure for Dropkin Anderson Dropkin, and I'm going to guess that that's what it is.
So steal a 2 there for Anderson. Dropkin can take a 3-0
Yeah, you
lead
got
over McMakin and Fenson. We'll come back with a third end right after this.
It's the way a sunrise reflects off the shoreline, that friendly hello from a new friend in a downtown shop, and the crisp taste of a pint of beer that's been crafted to perfection. It's the middle things that count. Middleton, Wisconsin. It's the middle things.
We're back with end number 3. Anderson Dropkin up 3-0 on McMakin Fenson in this A bracket game, as both teams try to advance through the A side, avoid playing a whole ton of games to qualify for the playoffs.
Take a quick look at other scores. Sinclair Ruin up 2-0 on Mulaney Sinnott. Walker Stopera tied with O'Hara Thurston at 1. And then a C elimination game. DiBaggio and Mann up 2-1 over McCallum and Torwedo.
So the loser on E goes home. So Sarah Anderson will get things underway here in the third end, throwing the out-turn draw. She's made
Add it a little.
both of her first draws in this game pretty much perfectly.
Line's great. Curling now. Yeah, you can curl.
I saw Sarah's
in.
father, Wayne Anderson, at breakfast this morning. Wayne, a junior coach, coaches a lot of junior teams, including coached his daughter's teams. That's going to get in for shot. Not perfect line, but in the top of the forefoot, which is always better than bouncing off.
A second shot rock there for Anderson Dropkin.
Comes Christine McMakin. She'll also throw the out turn.
Kind of dropped it.
Plenty.
Kind of dropped it.
Plenty.
So Riley Fenson thinks
No,
it's a
no,
lot
no,
of
no.
weight.
Lots of weight. Coming down.
Christine McMakin thinks she dropped anchor a little bit with it. It's going to curl hard and crash, though. Sometimes that's what happens when you try to take a bit of weight off. A little softer release, it starts curling earlier.
Probably wouldn't have minded hitting that a little bit
I
harder.
think we come all the way down to this one. Right?
So Corey and Sarah settling on wrapping one around with the intern right to the back, the yellow that's at the back of the forefoot, the place stone. And even early in the end, if this is made early in the end, it's more pressure again from Anderson Dropkin, who have been, safe to say, all over McMakin and Fenson so far.
Line's good.
Those first two ends.
Line's always
Sarah's
straight.
first rock was just perfect. Really put the pressure on the rest of those rocks by
Straight.
McMakin Fenson.
Room.
This rock has some curling to do, but it's close. Should warp in here now. Now it's a question of speed.
Yeah,
Like it?
we can play that.
Chance to play maybe
Okay.
a double here.
So Riley thing on the double, he makes it perfect. He could actually lie 3. I think he'll lose the back yellow, though.
A little more than edge of rock, I like.
Yep.
Benson.
Yep.
Chance to take an advantage here in the
Whoa,
third.
whoa, whoa!
Doesn't like it.
My bad, Bri.
It's too thick. Stuff's at high side.
Interesting situation here now that McMakin are second, third, and fourth.
This double.
Don't want to leave these rocks hanging around.
Yeah. One. What do you say? I like it.
Sarah likes the slash double.
Firm.
3-0 lead. They're trying to count things down a little bit here.
Firm.
Might be able to save the shooter here.
Yep.
Dropkin will throw firm weight at this with the intern. Try the slash double.
Little less.
Feeling their red is a little lonely in there.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Nothing early. Now he's going to try to work it over a bit.
Oh.
That's close to missing everything.
Oh, clipped his own.
Is lucky to get rid of a yellow. Not the throw they were looking for there. Not sure if they were just fooled by the ice on that inside
I
out
like
path as he set it
I
back.
don't think we're going deep
Nope,
with it.
I agree. I agree.
So much of the game is played to the
I
middle.
don't leave.
Okay. I think I mean, up 3, they're probably going to try
That's
and,
fine. They'll play that double.
yeah. Yep.
We just make the
What turn do you like?
intern.
Okay.
I don't want to leave a triple.
Yep.
Fenson will try this come around. He makes it well.
Weight's nice.
Probably leave
Little deep.
Corey
Top
Dropkin
4 right now.
Clean it.
leave
Top
that
4.
double for him.
Keep it clean. Yep. Yep. Okay, line's good. Take a look.
You can wrap this one around
Straight.
good.
Straight.
You
Always
make the
curl.
double, you
Always
can wrap
curl.
the second one
Okay,
around.
we're there.
Yep. Go.
No, no, no.
It's positive for McMakin and Fenson as they're starting
Okay,
at least in this
that's good,
end to
Rye.
force Anderson Dropkin into some decisions. Corey's going to take on maybe the cross house double. From this perspective, looks somewhat natural.
If I over curl and we just make the double on the right.
Corey Dropkin and his team will represent the United States at the Men's Worlds in Las
they have to commit
Vegas
to the
this year
playoffs,
based on
right?
their win at last
Committing
year's
to the-
national championship. National championships in January had to be canceled because of the Omicron variant. Sarah Anderson will also represent the women in Prince George, British Columbia at the Women's Worlds with Corey Christensen's team. Dropkin, his final stone in this third end. McMakin Fenson lying 3.
Yep. Hard, Sarah.
On and off. Gets
Good.
that double.
Good.
I'm not sure that was a double he had lined up,
Like
No.
this.
but it
Yeah.
works.
About the same weight. Yep. If it's frozen, it's fine.
And now, as you described, Joe, now
Yep.
there's a chance for Riley Fenson to wrap another one around and bring 3 into play.
Where would you want to put this, Dean? I think he's sort of talking about freezing or just coming around to the 4-foot.
Close.
Well,
Would you worry a little bit that they could run back that center guard?
Take the.
Well, I think you're going to have to
Bit of
accept
bigger
that risk. If they want to take on the run, they could make your 3 really easy. Fenson, his last third end.
Okay, tapping a foot.
Okay,
Looking to
straight.
help generate a big score of 3 here and get back
Whoa.
in this game.
Whoa.
Tapping 2 feet.
Whoa. Close. Yep.
Christine McMakin saying it's tapping the rock in the rings 2 feet.
Hard.
Got to get by that guard, though. They're not.
Roll as far.
They do want to be second shot.
Not want to leave an easy double.
Okay, Ryan.
Certainly a double there now.
Half to 3/4 rock.
Yeah, like right here. I think I'm gonna aim here.
Peel weight.
Peel.
Try and hit right here.
Yep. Right?
Could be a missed opportunity here.
Yeah.
Anderson can come up with the double.
There's a slight chance that this could come off that yellow and go onto the red that's just by the sideboards, but fairly remote. Sideboards, we should call it the side foam. All right, so Sarah Anderson will take on this double. McMakin Fenson currently lying 2.
More little left.
Makes the double, and they'll have a force.
Thanks.
Looks like she's trying to reset the handle. That might have worked. Sarah Anderson, last shot for her in the third end, looking for a double.
Close. Close. Yep. Whoa. Yes.
Must be close. Must be close. Needs to hit it just thick enough. Oh. And she grazed it, moved it, but leaves Christine McMakin with a draw for 2.
Just a little bit of a mistake, a little inside.
Just came up
I do too.
half an inch too much.
All right, just like that 405. Zero.
McMakin, last shot, third end, drawing for 2, trying to make the score 3-2.
Okay, think we're all.
Out-turn draw. Fenson just cleaning.
Got no backing right now. Do you need it?
I think so.
Asking about backing. Has some pace, and Corey Dropkin's going to give this a shot, and he might be able to get this thing to go. Yes.
This
Wow.
is too much.
Okay.
So there's a miss, and that's
Never thought I was that heavy. That's the
1
first
for
draw I've thrown through the
McMakin
house this
Fenson,
week.
but that leaves the score 3-1 after 3 ends. Bit of a missed opportunity. Well, not a bit of a missed opportunity, an actual missed opportunity. We'll be right back with the 4th end after this. USA Curling is committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion in our sport. Our Icebreakers program has already provided unconscious bias training to the curling community and is working with member clubs to fuel outreach to Black, Indigenous, and populations of color that have been underrepresented in our sport. Positive change won't happen overnight, but Icebreakers clubs are committed to introducing our amazing social sport to new groups and being catalysts for valuable conversations. Find out more in the diversity and inclusion section at usacurling.org. Icebreakers, share the sport, elevate the game. All right, fourth end action here at the 2022 USA Curling Mixed Doubles Nationals in Middleton, Wisconsin. We're just outside of Madison. This is Christine McMakin, needs to bounce back after a miss on that free draw for 2.
Had a great opportunity there in the third end, maybe to get 2 or 3. Certainly 2 at the end. The draw goes through the house.
Hey,
2 was there, and they had a bit of a break when Sarah Anderson just grazed the other rock on that double. That rock, though, will crash on the guard.
You want the in or the out?
I don't know. Friends?
I would say at this juncture, Joe, it seems to me that Anderson Dropkin have figured out this, the way this ice swings a little better, for one thing.
Totally.
Yeah, I think
Let's
we've
capitalize.
talked about how McMakin and Fenton could match them shot for shot, but that hasn't been the case so far. Seems like Dropkin and Anderson have put a lot of pressure on them, particularly in the first 2 ends.
We saw in our afternoon game, as I noted earlier, teams not quite getting that real positive release for this kind of ice.
Line's good.
Certainly Dropkin and Anderson might have a little more experience on it than McMakin and Fenton.
Yeah, I think
not
you've
a ton, but enough.
Line's good.
I think you've seen the teams that have sort of figured this out a little bit. They sweep almost immediately
Right to the nose.
Nope.
to keep the line out there,
Beauty,
and
sir.
then they let it go, and then it starts to curl, and then they push it back in. There's not a lot of the same weighting that I think some of the teams that have struggled.
When on this ice, if the rock's curling more than sooner than halfway down the ice, you have a problem.
Weight's all there right now. Back forward. Back
Well,
forward.
that was a great shot by Sarah Anderson.
Oh,
Riley Fenton trying to move some of these. He's got back 4 weight, maybe more than that. Rock needs to dig in and slow down. It's going to just chop off. Now let's see what Corey and Sarah think. They're going to lock another one in there.
See, I think that was a good example of a team not using their sweeper effectively. They threw it, and it was almost all there.
Dropkin trying to apply extra pressure here. This is his first rock of the fourth end. Anderson Dropkin do have hammer and a 3-1 advantage. Dropkin's got the brush down early.
Wait's top 8.
Top 8, so he'd probably like to go a bit, but they're waiting for it to curl. That'd be better than top 8.
That's really nice.
Can he get it there?
Whoa. No.
A little shorter than he would have liked, but
Okay.
the pro side miss. Benson. Needs a good one here to prevent
Okay, I
this
gotta
end
go.
from turning a little ugly.
So McMakin sweeping early this time.
I gotta go.
She thinks she's got to go, Christine McMakin. Looks like it's not going to get there. Now they'd like to leave it in a spot where maybe they can use it, but I think it's going to tuck behind the guard.
Right, let's make sure we just get one in there first, and if we can do the bump, then
But Corey has his
unless you're
mic
playing
working.
for the bump and roll, that's different weight. That's like a space weight, though.
What is space weight, Dean?
Space weight is the space in between backline and hack.
Okay.
So it could also be referred to as just hack, I think.
A little
That
screw out
lot of
here.
ice.
Look where they're putting the broom here.
Yeah, they're expecting a lot of movement. Sean Olson and his crew really made this surface good for mixed doubles. Mixed doubles is not a great game if you don't have a lot of curl. Dropkin in turn, trying to move it just a bit.
Okay.
Sarah Anderson saying he has lots of room.
Over. Over. You got it. You got it.
Wants to lock it right in there. He's got line. The line's pretty good. Can he get it in there for third shot or second shot? Not quite.
Good sweep.
I see that for them. For this tap for 2. This.
mind that.
We'll have a quick look at the other scores on the other sheets.
that's
Jamie
Jason's
Sinclair,
play
Rich
tap, but-
Roon, and the runners-up in the
Yeah.
Olympic trials. They're up 2-1 on Mulaney and Sinnott. Walker
I think it's either
Stopera,
that or we gotta hit something.
a new combination in this event.
that
They're up
run?
2-1 over O'Hara and Thurston.
2.
Our game, and then DiBaggio Man and
you could
McCallum
run-
Torredo
Yeah.
are knotted up at 2-2.
Yep.
Don't mind that.
Okay.
Back to our feature
I actually
game.
I kind of like that. I think your
Yeah, it's just a hair high.
air's tight
If
though,
we can
right?
stick it, well, is it? I think it's catching that. It's close. Probably not.
No, I
Maybe.
think this goes over.
Okay, it might catch the one on the foot too, if we hit it close to the nose. Okay, right here.
You want
Just
sweep.
stick, throw and peel.
One of those moments in mixed doubles when there's not an obvious call, which seems to happen in my mind more than in traditional
Your air's
curling.
low.
There are also quite a bit of mights and ifs in this. Like it might do this if it does this.
Not a good situation for McMakin and Fenson, but this shot could turn things around. Going to try to run his own yellow in there. He's been close on these all game, Riley Fenson. That has some pace. The vapor trail behind it. Let's see what happens. Oh,
That's fine, right?
curls up just a fraction too much.
What do you think?
I think we gotta open stuff up.
Yeah.
I don't mind. If we miss this, not good though.
Top of this. Oh, right
As
into
it
it.
stands.
Right?
Anderson
Right,
just
but if
sitting
we miss
one.
this, just open it up. They'll have that. What's our time look like?
Probably.
11.
I mean, this one. That. So that still guards this side.
You like a timeout?
I mean, I think it's just two options here.
Is that any good if we just go like this?
Open
Double
it to
peel?
them. We could call a timeout because
Okay, timeout. Timeout.
After burning a bit of time there, now they're going to call a timeout.
Oh.
But they'll bring out their coach, Kathy Overton Clapham, women's world champion.
into the.
I'm just looking at, because if we don't make that perfect, then they have a freeze around to this guy. Well,
Double peel or the right one.
we can do these runs.
If you
We could
make
do
this
nose-nose.
run straight back, you clip this back, the yellow that's
Yeah.
in the house too, right?
Which
If you
which
make it-
run? The one on the right or the
Yellow,
one on the left?
yellow,
on
red,
the other
yellow.
side.
Yeah.
On the right side,
Yeah,
correct.
I like that.
So I'm okay with that.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
That's your.
Because I mean, if we double peel, then they just do the same.
I'm
thing.
just
You're
thinking if we
talking
miss it too far this
about.
way,
You're not gonna miss it.
I know that, but
Make it. Straight back.
okay.
Right on.
Great.
Just off nose.
Okay, come sweep.
Thanks, coach.
What kind of weight do you like?
Firm to peel. You like?
So they're going to try to run that
Firm's
yellow onto the other yellow, and the bonus bonanza would be to clip that back yellow after a
Or
lot
I
of
think
debate.
it's gonna move here though.
Sorry.
A little.
So do you want easy
one or
peel
the
then?
other?
No, I'm
I
just
think it's
saying
that one.
ice-wise.
Yeah.
Okay, so you like
This.
outside of edge?
And then
Yeah, I
back.
think that would be good.
Yep.
Just think it's me sweeping.
They're in a good position,
hold
but
it as
they're only
well.
lying one, and the
Right.
other, that yellow is difficult
Firm
to
weight,
get at right
run
now, so
nose.
they're trying to open it up. Oh, Brian might have been right.
Close. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Yeah, it's the
Oh.
other yellow they're running back.
Yep.
yeah, they
Whoa,
could make
whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, it just picked. Oh,
What happened there?
Picked right at the end. Corey kept us from seeing it. That's where he was. I don't know if that's the worst for them, but that
could
yellow is
make
now
double
behind a
weight, too.
staggered pair. But let's
Got
see what
it.
Christine and
But
Riley
they're always-
think.
Do you think this goes? If I hit it on the way outside, I could drag
She's
it
just
over
trying
the
for
top.
2.
Okay. How far I
No,
can get that to drag?
You're sticking it right here,
Yeah, I know.
which is fine. I mean, throws a draw for 2. I think that's okay.
Okay. Okay.
You're never getting. I don't think you're ever getting shot. You're never. It's just
No.
too wide. You just play that.
Okay.
You're making this double.
Well, but what does she have for two? What does she have for two right now? Just this tap?
Well,
Right.
it
Or,
maybe get drag.
okay. You like there?
I'm just looking.
Well, I think I'm going to be throwing enough weight, hopefully, to
But
get
if
it out.
it's
Okay.
never going.
So a couple of jam possibilities
Close.
here. Those rocks are right together.
I think they're just hoping to get rid of 2 of these.
If you like it.
I think they think they'll get rid of 2 reds and leave themselves still a second shot, which they are right now.
Yeah, they might be second and third. And it depends, I guess, on what happens with the yellow rock in the back 4 foot. But that might go too.
They're going to hit this yellow. It should go right onto the other red. Just missed that other yellow. Here it goes. In turn. Firm. See where this goes. And there it is. It just leaves Anderson Dropkin lying 1, but with a draw for 2. So they'll play this out-turn draw.
Like
Touch the button for 2.
Edge of 12, yeah.
Sorry.
Very nice shot there by McMakin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was lined up. It was how it was going to go.
Similar weight to your first one in this end, I think is pretty darn good.
Probably it does make their shot for 2 more difficult. They had an easier
Yeah, so I
tap.
put it
They
close,
could have
I'll get
played
there.
that as a tap for 2.
T-line.
Sarah Anderson, last shot, 4th end, trying to draw for 2 and extend their lead from 3-1 to 5-1. Lying 1 right now. Needs a piece of the button.
A little.
Okay.
Go for line if you can. For line. Yes, for line.
Tight to the
Yes,
guard.
for line.
Corey Dropkin working hard to get it by.
Hard line. Hard line. Line's good.
Now
Line's
he's by
good.
the guard. Can he get it there? Really close. I think it's good.
Great
Oh,
shot.
what a gem.
Beauty.
Well thrown, well
Gotta go.
swept,
Nice
covers
job.
the pin. That's 2 for Anderson Dropkin.
sweep.
They'll take a 5-1 lead after the 4th end. We'll be back after the break with 5th end action.
Do it.
Anderson Dropkin, McMakin
too bad
Fenson, the
that pick.
2022 Mixed Doubles Nationals.
Oh, great. The show's starting.
Come on, just trust me. Oh, trust you, like with the dollar oysters.
I don't think those were oysters.
You survived, so. Wait, we can't go that way. Watch this. They'll think we're VIP.
Wow, he does think we're VIP.
And backstage. Trust me now?
I never doubted you.
I did for a second, but it's gone now. I trust you.
The all-new Sienna. Toyota, let's go places.
The stones are just as heavy, the sheet of ice just as long, and there are no sweepers to save a shot. Is it hard? Yeah, it's really hard. And it's hard to be really good. This team is. right, and we're back here. 2022 USA Curling Mixed Doubles Nationals. We'll take a quick look across the other sheets beyond our feature matchup. Jamie Sinclair, Rich Ruinen, they're up 4-1 over Sidney Mullaney and Chase Sinnott. Sinclair Ruinen were the runners-up in the Olympic trials for mixed doubles. Walker Stopera, new combination here, 3-1 over O'Hara Thurston. And down in the C bracket, DiBaggio Man versus McCallum Turwedo. Loser goes home. DiBaggio Man is currently up 4-2.
So, Dean, it's 5-1 here in our feature matchup. Anderson, Dropkin, McMakin, Fenson. You know, what do you tell yourself if you're McMakin, Fenson down 5-1?
I think you say, let's go for the power play, Joe.
I think that's the right thing.
The
right thing to say.
They probably conferred with their coach, Eric Fenson. He said, don't waste the power play. Let's try to use it now. What we haven't seen is the power play used to generate offense very effectively so far. So let's see if Fenson and McMakin can turn that on its head and generate some offense with this power play. So each team has a power play. That's the setup you see. They have one chance to do that per game, one end. Corner guard goes up. Team with last rock gets their stone just on the tee line, half in the 8-foot, half in the 12-foot. So a little different setup. 2 times per game if both teams use their power play. Looks as though Sarah Anderson is going to play the tick. She's going to move her own red stone across.
Whoa.
And hopefully push it either into the rings or more to a center guard, but it looks heavy. Good chance she'll take out the back one, I think, and that'll be replaced. So they'll replace that back stone. You can't remove any stones until 3 shots have been played. Mixed doubles format continues to evolve. I think we might see more rule changes within this next quad in it, although many haven't heard much discussion about them, but it has evolved since it was first introduced.
I'm going to take plenty of ice and let you finish it.
Yeah, I like it.
Do you like a 90 on this side?
Any rule changes that you'd like to see?
Yeah, I'd love to see them.
Still the 4-0.
Some difference in the who throws what. I'd love it to if both genders threw about the same amount of stones, whether you rotated each end or you had to set your rotation before the game. Christine McMakin's going to try to wrap an intern around this corner guard. Canada's Brad Gusher has talked about maybe 6 rocks might make a difference. You may have a point with that.
Go, you got a good one. Whoa.
6 throwing stones per team.
Really good sweep, Rye. Nice.
But then we'd be here longer, Joe.
We come around and tap them to the...
Which I don't mind because I love curling.
To that triangle in the back. Which one do you like, the tick or the tap?
I like the tick.
Okay.
Definitely evolved into a high-paced game. Good for TV.
Okay.
Corey's going to try to dig that out, I think. No, he's going to play another tick on the red.
Hack.
Thinking if he can move that, he has a sort of auto double on the 2 that are back there. Forceman making and Fenson have to guard. This one's hanging out there too.
Curl. Keep going. Keep going. On the yellow.
Well, he will rearrange them and not remove them. So.
That not curl.
Wow.
What do you like, Ryan?
Definitely
Just under the guard again?
Yep.
Flummoxed by the lack of curl there, Corey Dropkin.
What'd you have on mine?
It's a great opportunity now for McMakin and Fenson. Wrap another one
What'd
around the corner guard.
406 with an edge.
Okay.
Hey, guys. Edge a button.
I know I took middle of 4.
Okay.
With a lot of rotation, too.
Okay.
So far, Joe, we're seeing the most effective use of the power play at this point in the end.
At this point, yes. Yes.
But it took 2 misses.
Right.
Here we go. Eric Fenson, his first in this 5th end. They're trailing 5-1.
Weight feels really good. Really good.
I said I'd say it once.
Little heavy,
and it was
maybe.
as he was sliding.
Back
This is
forward.
Riley Fenson, son of
Back
Eric
forward.
Fenson, who slides almost exactly the same.
Got a curl.
Trying to wrap this around. Plenty of distance.
Go behind it. Behind it.
Trying to wrap it now around the one in the...
He doesn't want to bounce off it.
Okay, that's fine.
That's right now.
Yeah, you see I got.
I mean, that one's sticky, but at least get rid of 2 of them. That or just...
Yeah, or it's this.
Yeah, either or. I mean...
We can make the run triple. I think we make the run right now.
So 2 options here. They discussed coming around and probably just getting rid of 1 yellow, leave their shooter there, but Corey's elected to play this run back. I think part of the logic here, Joe, is even if he misses it and just plays the peel, he still has a fairly automatic double there. It would have to be guarded. Still, lots at stake with this shot. Definitely want to make some contact. Corey Dropkin, out-turn run back. This will have some pace.
Close. Yep.
He's on it. Can he hold it?
Good.
Oh, even moved the 1 in the forefoot.
He talked about the triple, and he almost got it.
Really?
Great shot by Corey Dropkin. Bit of a spirit breaker there.
Yeah, had something working there for a minute.
Had things in the mix, and then great run back.
That's because you talked about how effective the power play was becoming.
Same weight's
I
good.
did.
Weight was really
Like
nice.
405.
Yep.
They can still make it effective if they can wrap one around the corner here.
Well, still a very good opportunity to take 2 at least, and maybe 3, depending on the choices they forced Anderson
Similar
Dropkin
weight.
to make.
Same release.
McMakin with the brush down.
Never straight.
Never straight means it's got some
Curl.
room by the guard, but it will move
Curl.
even with that distance by the guard.
Curl.
What they don't want to do is leave some sort of cross-house double.
Get a bite.
That's good.
Okay.
Just biting.
What kind of weight?
It's not a bad spot at the end of the day.
Dude, that or it's hit and
It's a
roll
long
over
roll.
to it. Yeah.
Either.
I think it's the intern hit and roll over. Unless you think differently. Call whatever you like.
Right here. Do you like 10-5 or 9-5?
5-1. You know what? Giving up 2 is fine. Let's make sure we make this hit here. Yeah.
Just saying,
Nose
Vic.
this, then we'll make the good roll on yours. Just nose.
So with a 5-1 lead, Corey Dropkin
How
looked
much
at
weight?
the other, hitting the
I'm
high
saying
one, flirt with the guard
Okay.
a little bit, but he's going to just hit, try to nose this one. Doesn't really want to roll under. Just hit, stick there. And then in his words, hope that his playing partner, Sarah Anderson, can make the perfect roll on her last.
Curl.
Trying to
Curl.
work this one over now.
Roll to stick around.
He's got it. He wants to stick it.
All
A
right.
chance for a 3 now, maybe.
Now the 3 emerges because this gives McMakin Fenson a chance to wrap another one around.
You don't like trying to get under?
She can free.
Do you want 2 or 3?
Double over there.
Okay.
Double this way.
Okay.
So we can't get
So
all
Brian
of that,
just
but I
popped
think
the
they were
open
discussing
one.
drawing open
Wanna
or
guarantee
wrapping
the
one
2.
around. Down 5-1, I certainly favor going around.
Yep, you got it.
T-line's good.
Looks like they're going to go open.
Because what I like
I
about
need a
the
little-
going around is then you force Anderson Dropkin into a decision.
Weight's nice.
Now it's going to be fairly
good.
automatic.
Oh,
They'll be
Weight's really good.
more than happy just to hit and give up 2 here.
Weight's really good.
Oh, you just put it on the tee. Even a little high, fine.
This will settle into the rings, and I think we'll see Sarah Anderson quickly
That's-
go to
that's
the
good.
other end to throw a hit at it. That high
Make
should
sure we
even
make this.
Yeah.
aggressively play for a roll.
I like a 9-5 right here.
Okay. Like right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
A long roll, but if they want to take it on, they could. And Joe, really, relatively no risk to
Right
trying
here with
the roll.
9-5 should
Yeah, I
be
mean,
pretty close
the
with the
roll.
roll.
You're golden. You don't. You're going to give up the 2 you probably were going to give up anyway.
Very good, Sarah.
Sarah Anderson, her last shot, 5th
Got it.
end. She and her teammate Corey Dropkin
2/3
currently
on
up
the side,
5-1.
not
Looking to eliminate a Yellowstone, possibly get a great roll. Rock on the way.
Close. Whoa. Whoa. Close.
Close.
Curl.
Trying to work it over a bit now. I think it's just going to be nose.
That's good. Really nice, Sarah.
Dead
How much
nose.
weight? throw.
So Christine McMakin will need to hit and stick on this.
I just have to make sure she doesn't float it out a little bit, roll her own out.
Got a lot of room to roll on the low side. Last shot, fifth end. Macon Fenson looking to score 2. Haven't touched it yet. This is out there a little bit. Row. It looks as though that's going to hit and roll out, so that'll be another single.
Watch hers hang. Watch
Single
Corey's
with the
hang.
power play.
For McMakin
Had to
Fenson.
pop it, sorry.
She popped it out there a little bit, she admitted, and that caused it to hit and roll out. So it's 5-2 now for Anderson Dropkin. We'll be back with the sixth end in just a moment.
I don't think there's really one moment that starts a comeback. We have the ability to overcome anything as long as we're surrounded by the right people.
I need a good group of people to trust to work on my body.
I'll be back and I'll be stronger than ever.
I go, who are you? He goes, I'm the guy that's going to save your life.
Comebacks imply returning to where you once were. I want to go where I've never been.
Back in the sixth end here in our feature matchup, Anderson Dropkin versus McMakin Fenson. Missed opportunity for McMakin Fenson in the last end. Second time they missed a chance for an extra point, but that makes the score 5-2 as we head into the sixth end. Couple things here, Joe. Not only do Dropkin and Anderson have a 3-point advantage and last rock in this end, they still have a power play to use.
Yeah, it's going to put a lot of pressure on McMakin and Fenson to score
Top
something
4.
big with a steal.
Which turn?
In this end. I think they're going to have to go all in.
You want that out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Christine McMakin indicating she doesn't love that stone.
Throw good.
You do have an option to
back
replace
4.
that stone with another one that's in the mix.
T-line.
Oh, still needs a curl.
Top 4.
Yeah, it needs a curl.
Corey Dropkin says it's top 4. Sarah Anderson think
Curl
it
it
needs
in.
to curl a bit. Does look like it has to curl.
It's good, Sarah.
And that's going to be pretty good. Sarah Anderson has been awfully sharp, Joe.
This down the back.
Yeah, her first shots have been pretty outstanding so far. So Riley Fenson here now. Looking to play an in-turn draw.
Great's nice. Maybe a hair up. Back 4.
Not a big ad.
Back 4.
Back 4, but Riley says he didn't add much to it on his release.
Yep, it's yes.
Sweeping it for line now.
Nice. Good.
Chisels off the red to be frozen. 0.
This?
I think we straight peel, Sarah.
With a 5-2 lead.
Yeah.
Corey Dropkin likes a straight peel, and I have to agree.
Yeah, I like it.
I like this call.
Even if Anderson and Dropkin can score just one here, knowing that they have that power play in their back pocket, I love their chances of winning this one.
You're good. You're good.
Corey Dropkin makes the peel.
Gonna try to freeze now. I think into the
It
pocket.
said freeze, which probably then just means Corey Dropkin blasts. And not a whole lot of pressure on them after that.
Way less. It's a guard. Yeah, 2. Yeah, I know. 2-3. 2.
So they've settled on a guard out of hand. Maybe that was Riley's plan all
Are
along.
we over and off?
They made
Even
the
though
sweep just to get it over here.
Christine indicated it freezing.
Oh.
This is not going to be
Yeah, it's
especially productive.
I think she's going to want to replace that rock.
I don't know if that was the rock or operator error there.
Yeah, as long as you're okay, only getting one. This is the call.
Corey Dropkin's going to slam his red into those 2 yellows. Might still leave McMakin Fenson lying one, but he's not too concerned if that's the result. Dropkin out turn.
Whoa, whoa. Close.
Some heat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And there you go. 1 red remains in the rings. Maybe we'll see a blank, Joe.
Yep.
I don't think the intention would be a blank, but you never know.
Blank in mixed doubles means the hammer still switches to the other team, so there's really no reason to ever blank an end.
I think you need a really great freeze here to see something like that
Wait,
happen.
close. Top 8, top
The
4.
only way you'd see a blank is if someone hit and rolled out, I guess, with only 1 stone in the rings. This is certainly
Really good
an
line.
unusual mixed
take a
doubles
look.
house. I think as much
Take a
as
look.
anything, it speaks to the quality of the play, though. Not just looping a bunch of stones in.
In front of it.
Riley Fenson trying to freeze to it. We'll see Corey Dropkin remove that
Stick around
stone.
somewhere.
Do you like 9-5 or 10-5?
I'm okay with either. 10-5?
10-5.
Like to save a shooter here. Keep the 2 in play.
Whoa.
Close. Yep. Whoa, whoa. Close. Yep.
Now it's starting to
whoa,
curl.
whoa, 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 whoa. Good shot.
Pretty close to perfect.
Nice call, Sarah. Beauty.
Try it.
So down 5-2, and Fenson and
throw it.
McMakin are stuck trying to
Hard.
rip a double.
Whoa. Turn. Like more.
Out.
You're going to throw this with the out turn, which is the more natural way to make this shot.
Pretty much a make or game situation, I think, here.
Yeah, it's almost, I mean, as we said at the start of this end, certainly Anderson Dropkin would be pretty happy just taking 1 as long as they scored here. Use their power play in 8 to give up another steal if it goes by power plays we've seen so far. Christine McMakin trying the double. Oh, actually, I thought the in turn was more natural.
It's got a curl.
This has to move, or it's close.
All right.
So I thought the other turn was more natural, actually. Get a little
all
more
thinking
action. Sarah Anderson now will have a hit to lie 2.
You like that same 9-5 intern that you threw last end?
Intern.
Rear on nose.
Yeah.
The one that you threw right here.
Yep.
Same ice.
I'm going to give a, like, edge of the red.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Good.
So a slightly downweight hit, taking ice on the edge of the red rock that belongs to them in the rings. In turn hit for 2. Up 5-2 already. This would make it 7-2 Anderson Dropkin.
Just clean. Close. Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Yep.
Looks pretty good, Joe.
Yeah, right on target here. Dropkin Anderson.
Sarah Anderson has been
Great shot, Sarah.
Gonna score their 2 here.
very precise this game. So that makes it 7-2 now. After 6 ends, Anderson Dropkin in full control of this game so far. We'll head to the 7th end and see what McMakin and Fenson can do in that end with Last Rock.
It's the perfectly made slice of pie from the diner down the street. The sound of birds singing on an endlessly beautiful trail, or discovering that one-of-a-kind find at a locally owned boutique. It's the middle things that make the difference. Because whether you're taking in a round of golf, or spending the day on a kayak, or just taking in the history of a place that's always moving forward, it's that extra special something that makes life worth living. Middleton, Wisconsin. It's the middle things.
Joe, I'll tell you, we haven't had much of an opportunity to explore the middle things, but I'm intrigued.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
We're gonna have a little look in on the sheet D. That's Walker Stopera. They're up 5-2 over O'Hara Thurston. They just Monica Walker had a draw for 2, made that. Just needed full 8 in the last end.
So O'Hara and Thurston using their power play, and guessing they ticked the guard into the house.
Monica Walker on her first, made the shot that people like to make, moved the guard into the rings. We'll look at both screens right now. 7-2, Anderson Dropkin. That game has been all Anderson Dropkin so far.
And Sarah putting another one, capping the rock in the back forefoot.
We'll get our first look during this event at this new combination of Monica Walker and Andrew Stopera. Monica Walker previously playing in mixed doubles with Alex Leichter. Andrew Stopera has played a lot of mixed doubles events, including the last Olympic trials with Madison Bear. So both of them trying to figure out the chemistry a little bit, I imagine.
Will curl. Always straight. Straight, straight, straight.
Oh, no, you're heavy.
Christine McMakin comes down right to the face of the red. Nice shot there.
Yep.
Corey Dropkin will try to come down to the face himself.
What'd you get there?
It was going to be back 8, and it was a 13-9.
Andrew Stopera in the lower portion there seems to be drawing to lie 2. Like to get good separation on them.
Okay.
Top 4, T.
Only
Well
straight.
done.
Okay, just take me to the nose.
Yep,
Top 4, wait.
Hard for line. Hard line.
We'll go
Hard.
upper left, lower right, Joe.
Yes, line.
I like it.
Yes, line.
Upper left, Corey Dropkin getting to the nose. Boy, they haven't missed
Good.
much
Really
of
nice.
anything this
No.
game. Dropkin and Anderson.
Got a candy cane working over there on sheet C.
Probably good on this side. Might have to try and jiggle it a little bit.
And move them.
If you can just throw like just back 4, maybe a hair more.
What side is it sticking out on? Like over. That side?
What side is it sticking out on?
Throw the in.
I think you want to push it all this way. It's
Yeah, I'm
sticking-
saying, what side is the rock leaning towards? Okay. Probably got to throw like back 8.
Riley Fenson with this stone. Meanwhile, Coleman Thurston is going to chop off
Back
his
12.
own.
Close.
Not a bad result.
Close. Straight. Whoa. Close.
Andrew Stopera thinks he
Close.
can get them all
Straight.
going, though.
Straight.
Feature matchup here.
Straight. Wow.
Benson trying to get by the guard,
Just roll it.
stack
Not
him.
good.
We'll give you a little update. You're not seeing this one, but over on sheet B in the 7th end, Jamie
that's
Sinclair and
fantastic,
Rich
too.
Ruinen
Like,
are
if
up
we put another one
5-2,
here,
but Sydney
what do they
Mullaney is drawing for
Yeah, they
3
have
with her
Zango for
last,
2.
so that game could enter
We
the
could
8th
stack
end
one if you
tied.
want.
One.
Or we hit and roll.
Here, up
Although
there.
Sinclair and Ruinen have yet to use their power play.
You ever like to hit and roll?
Off of this?
No, on this one that they just threw.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
We know this line from yours.
Speedy
Just roll
consensus
to
on the
kiss
hit
the
and
center
roll.
line. It's perfect.
Paris rocks away over on D, trying to move everything.
How much you want?
9-5.
Jams.
Does leave himself lying 1 and 3, I believe.
Chance for O'Hara and Thurston. I don't know if you make the double without jamming, but
Close.
looks like that's what they're lining up.
I think it goes without jamming.
Hard. Hard.
Dropkin,
Hard,
meanwhile,
yes. Right to it.
upper
right
left.
to it.
Trying to hit and roll a little bit here. Just gets enough to move it out, though.
Gosh, I thought I liked that one.
saying he actually thought he liked the throw,
Okay.
but wasn't thrilled with the
Try and
result.
Just kind of spread them.
Yep, I agree. Like it.
I think it's a little more weight
Thurston
than what
ready
I
to go
did.
here on sheet
I think
D.
you were.
If we can just stay to the nose of that red, even if we get a little this way.
Hey, I think you were close to back.
Makes
back
this.
line on that one. That was
Walker
like back
Stopera
12.
will have a
That's about what I
choice to make. They do have a natural
And
double
85 on it.
on the other side of the sheet. This is curling. Doesn't want to just
Yeah,
tickle his
lots
own.
of time too, so take your time.
Stopera, and that's a costly miss there for Coleman Thurston.
Sideways.
And Stopera is quickly down to the other end to throw that double.
It's just kind of weird.
Upper left, Riley Fenson. Fenson and McMakin currently lying 1. Dropkin and Anderson are lying
Back
2
line.
and 3.
Okay, you're close.
And we can say that Sidney Mulaney made that draw for 3, so that score is now 5-5, playing the 8th. Sidney Mulaney, Chase Sinnott against Jamie Sinclair and Rich Runin.
And Sinclair and Runin using the power play.
Okay. Oh, yikes. Okay.
They said okay, followed by a yikes.
Like this.
Stopera makes the double. On sheet
Randy,
D.
like that?
I like the guard.
Walker Stopera now sitting 2.
That middle red's in jail unless they slash this yellow, but that's not really doing them any favors.
Yeah.
So Sarah Anderson's last shot. I think they've elected to, or Corey's last shot, I'm afraid, sorry. I think they're guarding
Edge of
here,
12,
I
or
think
they
was
need
the
a hair
conversation.
less?
I like edge of 12.
Watching and listening to a lot of things right now, Joe.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to keep track of everything, but
I like it, though. It's exciting. I hope people watching find it as exciting as I do.
it's a little like NFL Red Zone.
There you go.
Scene 3.
Okay, just clean that. Go a little bit if you can. Okay, just clean it.
2.
Clean it.
3.
Clean it.
2-3, that means it's
Whoa,
halfway to
careful,
tight
Sarah, no. Careful,
to
no.
the rings. Now they're
2.
hoping it
Whoa.
stops
2.
before
No.
it curls too much.
No.
Corey thinks it's over curling,
No.
which it's close
Sit.
to doing.
Sit. Okay, that's fine. It's
Good.
good.
You can just
Coleman
get to
Thurston
there.
trying a freeze down
Just
below.
release
That's
this back
short
one.
and
I'll try to get as far as I can.
probably removed
I
here
don't-
pretty
yep, I
quickly
don't-
by Monica
This
Walker
is-
with her
Yeah,
last.
as soon as you're by the 3, I'll just swap.
It might even
switch.
be back line. I mean, that's a lot.
Another
But I
power
think we
play
can do
on
it.
a run.
Yeah, I think you can.
Run sheet D.
I think the debrief among the mixed doubles coaches should be, how do we make the power play more effective? Granted, I think some of it has been
It's
operator
I think
error
so.
more than
I think
anything.
Hacksman.
Yeah.
Could be a rule change for the power play. She get an extra
My
stone.
line.
That would be a true power play,
There you go.
to play
And it just-
shorthanded. Or you just get to throw 2 in a row once.
Right.
The other team gets 1 less.
Okay,
Riley
you're a little
Fenson.
soft. Space. No, you're hack. Hack.
Anderson Dropkin quite content to just concede 1
Close.
here.
Ball.
Come on, get there. Okay.
Well, they did get to that red and moved it, so now they are.
1, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5.
as long as you know is this.
But as
it's
Corey
really good.
said,
You don't
that
like the
red
roll?
at the back
You
of the
can roll.
forefoot is in
Rolling's great,
jail.
too.
Let's hear as they talk, listen in as they talk this through.
Yep.
Yeah.
But nose makes it so they can't just play this for 4. So nose is play, and then if we're looking good, make the roll.
I think 9-5 or 10-5.
Throw what you know. This is a pretty similar spot.
I think 9-5. I think we should move.
Right there.
So O'Hara over on sheet D, gonna have to draw for 1.
Draw for 1, facing 3. It's interesting to hear how Corey Dropkin and Sarah Anderson talk through the shots, referring to shots that they've thrown in these same paths in the past.
Play for nose, and once
If you're
we
a
know how to
developing
nose,
curler, good
we'll
practice
get to curl a little bit.
to learn.
You got it, sir.
I used to have an easier time remembering
Okay.
shots, Joe.
I try to put shots out of my brain after I throw them.
I think I might need some Prevagen at times when I'm trying to remember shots from previous ends. Sarah Anderson trying to hit and stick, maybe roll under slightly.
Close, yep. Whoa.
O'Hara's rocks away on sheet D.
Yes.
Might need a little help.
Hard. Hard.
So
Yes.
Stopera is going to go to work on it, and that'll be a steal of 1 there. Sarah Anderson, though, is going to hit and roll through. There is a shot for a big number here now for McMakin Fenson. That's what Corey was concerned about. Didn't want to leave them this shot for 4.
I don't know how you hold the shooter here for 4.
Trying to hit like.
Well, if you played it quiet, you could.
High, right?
But I think they're going to play it for 3.
All of that. I can only be able to go like bump or.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
You don't have to hit it. To nose these things.
Okay. Like 10 then?
I think so, because if it catches that, you still want it to get here, so we get
2, 3.
I think it might stick back here anyways, so I like 10.
Okay, so this spot's been running.
Yep.
A little straight. Do you like?
Don't want to ignore what's happening on sheet B
are you gonna
either.
throw a little bit of rotation,
Elimination game.
Just like normal.
So they've settled in on 10 seconds hog-to-hog time for this throw.
Individual.
That's what they're looking for. Definitely there for 3.
So McCallum and Turwedo are up by 1 on DiBaggio and Mann. They're in the 7th end.
About right here.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I got. So.
Yeah, good. You can even hit it a hair thicker, so.
Okay.
Yeah, thicker.
All right, here we go.
Like
Christine
this?
McMakin with a big shot.
Okay.
This would certainly change the final end, or possibly final end, if they can get 3 here. Rock's on the way, and she's after it. Riley Fenson says yes early.
Whoa.
Now, whoa, must be close.
Heavy.
Close.
She overthrown it a
Yep,
bit.
yep,
That's
yep,
pretty
yep, yep.
close.
Too long.
Oh, come on.
Just needed to hit that a little earlier, perhaps, but it's 1 yellow. That'll make the score 7-3 as they head to the 8th and final end, possibly final. They're going to shake hands. Dropkin Anderson had the power play in hand. So that'll do that. That'll finish up that game. In 7 ends, it's 7-3. Anderson Dropkin over McMakin Fenson. We'll be right back with action from the other sheets in just a moment.
Check out this one. Long hair, loves to hike, and plays frisbee.
What is he, a Labrador?
So should I meet him?
You're not that adventurous.
Yes, I am. Try me.
Okay. Jump into that lake.
I'll do it.
Let's all do it. I'm in. This is crazy. You coming?
Seriously? It is way too comfortable in here.
It's freezing.
The all-new Sienna. Toyota, let's go places.
All right, we're going to pick up the action on sheet D. Walker Stopera versus O'Hara Thurston. Steal of 1 in the last end for Walker Stopera. That's why the score is 6-2.
Pretty good.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's a good spot.
I think we may have just 1 stone remaining in that Sinclair Ruinen matchup.
Yeah?
Looks to me like Sinnott and Mulaney are sitting 1. And try to get a camera over there now.
I'll give you the audio look in at it. There's a long guard with, it's actually, they have 2 to come. Sinclair Ruinen. 2 stones to go. This is Richie's going to throw now.
Oh, yeah.
There's a long guard, long yellow guard with a yellow stone belonging to Sinnott Mulaney behind it. Looks as though Rich Ruinen is going to try to dig that out. That's your audio update from sheet B.
Good. Go straight. Where are we?
Top 12.
Go then.
3.
Straight.
In our sheet D game here now, O'Hara Thurston trying to manufacture something against Stopera and Walker, and that's not going to help.
Okay.
Coleman Thurston.
Straight into the yellow and.
Yeah.
Are you going to line up that center run back?
Looks like it's almost unmissable.
Playing the intern now, right?
Yeah. Like half
intern.
rock.
Give you the update from sheet B. Rich Ruinen moved the yellow stone to the back of the 12-foot, so now there it is. We're looking in over there. So now Sinclair Ruinen are lying 2. Good shot by Rich Ruinen there.
They're away here.
He thinks this one's kind of loaded. Let's see. They didn't want to hit it that way, though.
A little too thin.
Didn't give us a good, unless he was just playing the double peel, but I don't think he was. I think he thought he could bring it right in there. Still a pretty good result for them, up 6-2.
I mean,
Sidney Mullaney, that you're looking the house in the upper right corner. That's the house. Sidney Mullaney's in the hack, talking things over with Chase Sinnott. I think her only shot really here is to try to bury one. That game is tied 5-5 in the 8th.
Like,
So one way or another, it's going to be over.
with 4.
Man.
Doesn't that just leave ours wide open?
4 against
I
Cal
think
and
it's
Torito.
either
They're
they're
now up
off the outside
8-5,
one.
playing the 8th.
It's an elimination.
It's that or just like the draw.
Here's the draw by Mullaney.
That rock's on its way. You're going to see it
Corner
moving
freeze
into
the
the
top
house
yellow.
in the upper right shortly.
Like the outside, but yes.
Sinnott's sweeping it right now. Weight looks close from here. I'll let viewers judge at home from there.
They get around the red.
Need to get behind the red. Can they get it by that red rocker? Or are they going to chap open? No.
Straight.
And that will be the game.
Yep.
Sinclair and Ruinen will score 1 and win that game 6-5. Nice comeback by Mullaney and Sinnott, though, to score 3.
Hard. Make sure we're in the house. Hard.
In the 7th, and with the power play, Joe.
Keep going. We have to be.
They use the power play to score 3.
Take some notes out of that.
Meanwhile, right here, Thurston O'Hara.
Needed to be in the house there.
They're going to call a timeout now. Walker Stopera. Maybe we'll get a look and see if their coach, Mark Lazar, comes out. I'm not sure he will.
Straight peel.
Looks like he's going to stretch his legs.
I have how many left? This is my last.
Taking the long way
So I
around.
peel. They have 2 left. I could play the in-turn tap is probably the other shot, or the out-turn freeze, but I don't know if we need to peel.
I don't think so. I don't think that really does anything for us.
I mean, we do peel.
Taking the long route.
You'll have like
I'll
a
have
2 you'll have a 2-foot run for the win.
Yeah, yeah.
Into like, because they probably have to somehow get to like here. I think.
Or they're coming.
Yeah, then you have like a wide net.
Yeah.
But they still have to get that one out. I don't know how they get the one out.
What do you like?
Thanks for the long walk here.
Oh, you're welcome.
So what are you guys thinking?
I think
We were talking about peeling
it's
or
either the straight peel or we like tap the 7, maybe probably.
My first thought is just to peel.
Okay.
Because you're never really in danger then. You'll have
No.
some kind of short hit.
Should have like a short run.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, and it just makes them make a shot so we don't make something for
Yeah.
them. Right?
Yeah.
So that's just my thought.
Okay.
I'm just wondering, my only thought is like if we tap, how do they get the 1 out and like the yellow wheat? Like I just don't know if they run out of rocks to score 4. That was the only thought, but I don't mind the peel. Yeah. Well, it might be enough to make it impossible, but I like the peel.
So, Mark Lazar comes out with an opinion. Peel. Lazar coached Andrew Stopera for many years in juniors. And Andrew Stopera skipped his teams to 3 junior national titles as a skip. I played with both Mark Lazar and Andrew Stopera.
Stop.
And too many games with Andrew's father, Bill. Here comes the peel from Andrew Stopera. He's going to peel this out. Thurston and O'Hara will have to make all their remaining stones count.
Clean.
There's the peel. Monica not quite able to keep up with that rock that was peeled out. See what Coleman and Anna think here.
Somehow, like either off the yellow or Well, I think we just like literally have. Well, then they still have that run though. Let's call a timeout.
So O'Hara and Thurston.
Your last one should be pretty straightforward. So
try to figure out how to manufacture 4 here. currently lying 1 and 3.
I'm thinking probably come this way at it.
Yeah, this
But
way.
that still leaves them that. Like, that's...
This way make it harder? Or...
No, because they still have that out the side.
Just try and, like...
Moving the broom 2 inches one way or the other doesn't seem to change things.
No.
Just draw and then...
I mean, there is still an
hopefully they
opportunity
play
for 4
fine.
here, but they'll need a
Yeah,
miss,
that
and they'll need
off
a
the
good
side
make
for-
to get started here.
We're even not counting the back.
Yeah, we are. We're...
Okay.
Yeah, let's try this. This way.
We'll curl this way.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mom?
Me too.
Mom weighs
I mean,
in.
gives him something. You never know if she might be like wide and.
Is this ever any good?
Then,
That just loads it for him, though.
yeah, then we have to run it and like it'll shoot our 7 out.
If we go here, what do they do?
Do you see anything
Probably
you
just-
like me?
I don't really.
They
I
probably
think
guard.
maybe they're
Yeah.
first
I like this.
Okay.
spot to get there, and at least if there's a miss, then they have a shot to spill that back yellow and get 4.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Pretty tough even then, because you have to outcount that top one. So there's not a real easy path here.
Okay.
The only thought I had was maybe.
Wrap the out turn.
I wasn't even thinking the out turn. I'm thinking you come off of this. Kind of bump into this a little. Move that out a little. Enough to be like there. It's
Fair enough, Joe.
I don't know. It's not a great.
I like that trigonometry, geometry,
It's really hard.
theorem.
It's really hard, but I don't know what else you can do.
This looks light, unfortunately.
Oh boy.
Coleman Thurston's joining Anna O'Hara now, trying to get it there.
Forget it.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to get there. And that should do it.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Good
Good game.
There you go. We'll see handshakes there. That game wraps up with a win for Walker Stopera. And I think that will conclude our coverage this afternoon. We'll be back at 7:30 tonight.
The B matchup.
And do we know who that is yet?
You know, I don't know them off the top of my head, but I'm sure it's going to be a barn burner.
So 7:30, we'll have a B-side matchup. We'll be back again tomorrow, same times as we were today, I believe. Thanks for joining us on behalf of USA Curling and our partners at 12th End Sports Network. Come back, watch some more curling here from Middleton, Wisconsin, and at the USA Curling Mixed Doubles Nationals.